Welcome to Entrepreneurs and Leaders, and today we have Kristyn joining from Edmonton, Canada, and she's a food innovator and an entrepreneur with over a decade of experience developing some of the world's best-known chocolate brands. Wow, that's amazing. During her career in Europe, she worked with global brands developing this. So, Kristyn, tell us, what are the 5 steps that you recommend entrepreneurs in order to succeed in the food business? Welcome.
Welcome to Entrepreneurs Are Leaders podcast with Harry Sardinas. Interviews with world's most influential entrepreneurs that share tips about how to grow your business exponentially. Charismatic speaking, leadership, branding, marketing strategies designed to help you monetize your knowledge, find true happiness, and manifest your goals and dreams.
Welcome. Thank you, Harry. Yeah, the food business is a tricky one. And for me, like the number one thing as a food entrepreneur and a food innovator is you have to like what you're doing. You have to not like it. You have to love what you're doing. And so
When it comes to food, I love to eat. Yeah, you can see a little bit shabby. I'm a foodie. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. So yeah, I love chocolate, and I wanted to start a chocolate company based on my experience in the chocolate industry for over a decade, as you said.
This is
And for
hard.
me,
This is very competitive, huh?
super competitive. And I think that just having a medium that's so wonderful like chocolate helps keep me motivated to head our goals. And so for that, my number one step for success and for like launching a business is making sure you know where you're headed. And so I like to call it defining the summit. Our brand is called Seven Summits Snacks, and so we're all mountain themed. And so for us, what's that destination? What does that summit look like? And writing that down, writing things down is really important. It can live in your head, but it's not real if it lives in your head. Once you write it down, then you have something that you can like look forward to and guide your team towards. So from
100%.
that,
Next step.
Next step, map the route.
Okay, we write this down. Yeah, we have clarity.
Yeah, we're gonna write it down.
Okay,
Clarity.
we're gonna write down, and we need to know what we're doing. Yeah,
Exactly.
we need to know what we're doing.
Figure out how to get there next. So we're going to make our route, which is strategic planning at the end of the day. So I also run marathons, and like saying that you're going to run 42 kilometers is really hard, and especially when you're out there. But what makes it manageable is hitting little goals along the way. And so when something seems really big and hairy and scary, I take some time to think about what those little steps are in between to get there, what the rungs on the ladder, or what are the base camps that you need to get to your end goal. And so what's the strategy that you need to get there? And that's definitely my number 2 piece of advice is you've got your big goal, but then what are the little goals that will keep you motivated and moving forwards?
Yeah. And then what would be the next step?
I like to build endurance. Again, coming from an endurance sport background, entrepreneurship is difficult. The food industry is difficult, and it's not about sprinting. It's about doing something consistently over time and repetitively. You have to share your message with your customer every day and tell them why your product is better than other products on the market. Making sure that you're committed to having consistent efforts, consistently finding the best price, consistently checking in with your customers to make sure they like the product. So that discipline and consistency helps you to build your strength so that you can continue to hit that summit and hit those base camps that you're on your road to getting to.
Yeah. Okay. And then the number 4 and 5?
Number 4, you need a team to help you. It's so hard to do anything by yourself, and really finding the right people who want to join you. They have to believe in your vision. You shouldn't have to convince anybody. Like, people who are really going to help you out are going to be there because they come with heart. So finding a team with heart and that is knowledgeable, so that complement your weaknesses. Not everybody is good at everything, and so for us, it's really important that we have a complementary team and different thinking styles as well as different skill strengths.
Okay. Yeah. So, Kristyn, so then how you move from corporate to have your own company that is completely different ballgame? In corporate, you're very comfortable, they pay you good salary, you're very good. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can even say, this is not my job, right? in
Yes.
corporate, and it's also good. Yeah, people say, "Oh,
Yeah.
that's okay. This is not your job. There, let's find somebody that had this job description." Well, you
Yeah.
become an entrepreneur. So, we message is completely different. Going. So, what message do you have for the female entrepreneurs in corporate? They're in this golden cage and they want to have their own company, and they're looking at you and say, well, man, I wish I have the courage to do it. However, at the beginning it's not easy. When everything
No,
works, it's amazing, but
exactly.
the first couple of years, 2 4 years, is
Mhm.
a very interesting roller coaster of emotions. Yeah,
Yes.
we have to go through, and some people actually fail, right? So everyone succeeds. So tell us what's the good, the bad, and the ugly of that transition between corporate to
Mhm.
have your own company, and if you had to do it, do you regret it, or if you had to do it, you will do it again? Now that
Um,
you know what you're getting into, because
True. I think as many entrepreneurs would say they would, I'm going to say more of them would do it again. And I think I would do it again as well. The
you sure?
I think so. I think it's always coming from a place of real passion or really knowing
Especially
what
your
the
market is
product
very
is.
competitive. Is being
Yes.
out there in business is actually challenging.
Yeah.
That particular industry, oh my God, the big
Yeah.
players
The
with
big
big
players.
names.
Exactly.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
need to be very innovative, right? You need to come to something really new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or in our case, develop a real strong community of supporters. And so I think that's what's
That
really
develop a
important.
brand, very good.
Yeah,
Develop good brand still.
exactly.
Uh, to take
And
market
so,
shares of these big boys,
yeah.
you have to be very creative, right?
Exactly.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think for me, like there was a turning point in my life which kind of gave me a step to be brave and to make this change happen. And so I was living and working in Europe before, and I
Where?
chose in the UK. I was living in Birmingham,
Oh,
and then
I'm
so
from London.
oh,
I'm based in
amazing. And
London.
so I
It's
lived in
cold.
Birmingham for
Yeah.
8 years.
I'm
Yeah,
Birmingham.
yeah.
Oh, I've been also there. I won't say that this is not uncool because I have a lot of friends in Birmingham. That's not
There you
gonna suit,
go.
but yeah, big in
The
Birmingham. I have done is speaking gigs in Birmingham several times. I go
Yeah,
there
I
and
bet.
speak to entrepreneurs as well as in London.
Perfect. Yeah, they've got a lot of heart in that city. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah, and then an opportunity, a door opened for me, and I took that. I took that as my sign to start. I think a lot of advice to people who are looking to get started is make sure for the first few years, unless you can fundraise upfront and have a really nice cushy egg to be sitting on, you have to do two jobs at once. You have to have
hmm
a job that pays your
hmm
rent,
There you
and you
go.
as you also start to
That's the
build your
reason
business.
I think this is what I did in my first business, the
Yeah,
property we managed to sell over 5 million. I have to do both things at the same
have to
time. I
do
have to
both.
do my job, yeah, which is I
Yeah.
was learning because my business was in property and I happened to be room service in the Hilton, yeah. Uh, but like everybody talks to me, yeah, I'm a friend of
Yeah,
everyone. You see, I'm
yeah,
learning from the reception, from the restaurant, I'm learning everything for the how to rent a room
right.
in the hotels. It was a big school, however, and
Yeah,
about
yeah,
procedures, SOP, and so on.
yeah.
However, um, I had to do that job, and then after finish my job, then build the business on the side.
Build a
Yeah.
business.
You know what
Exactly.
happened
And
one day? One day I have two rooms empty. I'm having two rooms empty for month one, month two,
yeah,
month three. And I'm like, man, I'm so tired that I don't have even time because I was acquiring houses and houses and houses. So the volume was bigger to the point that I could actually do it. I didn't have time to do my work and also to rent the two rooms.
yeah,
And one day, and month one, two rooms empty, month two, two rooms empty, month three, two rooms empty. And then I'm thinking, well, if I rent these two rooms, how much money I make? And it was the same amount that I was making in a month in it. I say, you know what? If I quit my job, it would take me one day to rent these two rooms. I just need
yeah.
one day for these two rooms, and that's it. So 18 years ago, this happened. Yeah, and and which was something amazing. But again, you see, business comes, goes up, down. It's an interesting journey. Yeah.
Yes.
So then,
Yeah.
Kristyn, developing your own product, developing your own brand in this industry. Do you know that to this podcast series of podcasts that I'm doing, somebody came as an interview and she invented the pizza made with cauliflower, which is
Fantastic. Cool.
cauliflower. It is the last vegetable. If you go to buy vegetable and you see that thing white that doesn't taste to anything, it's the last thing that you will buy. The most useless vegetable out there that nobody cares. Uh, so she created $1 billion industry after she invented the pizza, and then more product came, and now it's $1 billion industry.
Yeah.
Who's gonna thought that the cauliflower is gonna become a $1 billion industry? Yeah, but
Yeah.
just with innovation, and there
Yeah.
is a lot of room for innovation. So tell us, what are the 7 Summit snacks? Okay, why
Mhm.
you different? What people should love your product? Yeah, you're very
Yeah.
friendly, you're very approachable. Yeah, so what
Yeah.
is in the product?
We are re-messaging or reminding people that chocolate is good for you at 7 Summit.
Absolutely, I take them. Seriously, they
So
have to be
yeah,
low sugar, right? I need to take, in Spain they sell it 98% concentrate. Can you believe that?
yeah, I do. Yeah.
In US it's difficult to find. In US you find 85%. If you find 90, you are like, whoa. And 10% sugar, but
Yeah.
in Spain it's more common to find chocolate with 85, 90, 95, 99. Actually, it's
Yeah.
99
Mhm.
chocolate, and then 1% sugar, right?
Yeah.
And you take one, and it's my belief that it has antioxidants, right? And
Yeah.
some probative.
Packed full. Yeah, packed
Yeah,
full of good antioxidants that are
I take one
known to
square.
help you. Yeah.
I try to take only one square of that dark chocolate one a day. uh, Between that, well, what I can find, which is 90 or 95%
Mhm.
chocolate, right? But
Yeah.
if it's not sweet, people don't like it. It's actually the sugar
Yes.
that hook people into the whole chocolate thing, no?
So it's a combination of things, really. So yes, the sugar helps with the palatability of it. And where chocolate is less healthful for you is when it is a lower cocoa percentage. So
Mm.
really like in that milk chocolate range that has a lot of sugar in it. And then candy bars. People always link candy bars and chocolate together, but we
And
believe
candy bars and health together.
it's
And
different. No, exactly. And so for
the
us,
fact.
it's about,
Mhm.
go ahead. I was gonna say, yeah, it's high quality, ethically sourced chocolate that we're using. So we source a
Oh, wow.
60%, which is palatable to most general consumers. So we're not the 90 plus is for people who are super niche and really have like strong
Yeah, this
will.
is me.
But the
I had to be
65,
super niche because
70.
I'm slightly chubby, as you can see. Cannot have more sugar in my life.
Okay. But the benefit of having a high quality chocolate is that it is satiating. So people, if it is well balanced, and there's a good quality of cocoa that's going in there, they're not likely to eat a whole bar of it. They're able to stop after a couple of bites, which then you're still getting those flavonols and those antioxidants coming in to really like help you with your brain waves and with your energy. And so we like to position, we call ourselves an energy bar, but our main ingredient, or what we call
Good.
our hero ingredient, is chocolate. So we're there for people who are looking for a natural source of energy, really super clean label, things that your body already knows how to digest, versus a lot of other energy bars on the market today are using really highly processed ingredients that, okay, maybe there's protein in them, but the rest of the ingredient
We have
line
to be
is really
careful.
not that
Sometimes it said
great.
25 grams of protein, and then it's full of
Yeah.
sugar, that thing. So
Exactly. So we're really relying on
you
the natural
buy like,
process.
oh, this is gonna give me energy because they have 25
Yeah.
grams of protein, and then of course it's gonna give you energy. You have a lot of sugar, so you're gonna have a big
Exactly.
hike up, and then you're gonna be. uh, so
Precisely.
yeah, to read, we have to be careful how we read
Yeah.
these
The label.
bars, and
Mhm.
yeah, and also. Um, The other thing that I want to talk about, Kristyn, is social responsibility, right? From
Mhm.
this podcast, we are a big advocate to do good and make money
Yes. Yeah.
at the same time. And I think that the sustainable products, okay, where you see you are purchasing your raw materials from
Mhm.
the farm, and then you helping that community, creating jobs in that community. It
Mhm.
will help the whole 360 degrees of this planet to everybody have a better place. Versus that, we have this large company that produce a lot, right?
Mhm.
And they have a stronger impact. Okay, but the consumer, little by little, especially the new generation, I'm very surprised about the new consumer, the new young consumer. I'm shocked. You
Mhm.
see, I'm from the generation of waste.
Yeah.
You see, you can see my age, right? So I'm from the generation waste. We don't care, we throw everything, we produce a lot of rubbish or whatever. This is where how is my generation, but this new generation, so impressed. They are so clever and so socially responsible
Mhm.
that is very impressive. I mean, they are young, and of course they want a planet for them to live. Right?
Yes,
They're
exactly.
very aware and very conscious what's going on. So I'm very impressed, and I always encourage them to the new generation keep doing this, and I always encourage to all the entrepreneurs to be global conscious entrepreneur. We have a movement with Mary Diamond from the movie The Secret. We will collaborate with that in that movement, right? To raise more the voice of sustainability, of try to do something that have a meaning not only financially as a business, but also have an impact in your community, in the charity, in those groups, right? And deliver a good experience. And the consumer more and more and more are getting more intelligent and more savvy about what they consume, including me. Who's gonna thought that I'm gonna be reading what I'm eating? Yeah, like I'm doing now.
Yeah,
Not in a
yeah.
million years. Not in a 15, if in 10 years, 15 years, you're gonna tell me, Harry, before you eat something, within 15 years time, you're gonna be taking this and reading carefully and be careful of what you eat. I will be laugh. We'll be laughing and say, you crazy. Then 15 years gonna
Mhm.
be that. I don't care. So we have because there are very good pros out there. There are
Yes.
amazing pros that they are good. They have good source of protein. They are the food industry. Starting from this cauliflower pizza, which I'm still don't get it, but anyway, the so there is a lot of innovations in that space that have opened a new room for development and for young entrepreneurs like you to create something more something more meaningful for the body and for the people that create the project. However, price is always uh, a barrier in those products because of course you produce low scale and your cost
Yeah.
is high, and of course these people need to be paid fairly. The people that are growing
Mhm.
otherwise won't be sustainable, so that have an impact undoubtedly in the um, final price of the product. So how you target that, how you overcome the challenge?
Yeah, I think there is nowadays, like you said, the Gen Z and millennial consumers, they're asking their products to be better for the environment, better for them as a person. And so I truly believe that almost any new brand that launches has to have these credentials in place. And that's we do as well. And it's not because we have to, but it is because we choose to. We see my generation and the generation after me are seeing the world changing very rapidly. What I used to
Mhm.
experience as a child, I'm not experiencing anymore because, or we're experiencing
It was
different.
no such a thing like veggie food, right?
Yeah.
And this didn't exist. Now you go to supermarkets in London and there is a
Yeah.
section.
The whole section, even
Oh
whole food.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they look like real burgers. Oh, I mean, let me
Yeah.
say, no, they are burgers, but they are vegetables. Not
Yeah.
that they are not
Yeah.
real, but
And
and
so
amazing,
it's,
right? With grams
yeah,
of
it's,
protein and everything. I have seen veggie burgers with the same amount of protein and everything. Same like a steak, which
Yeah.
is
So people
actually
who
impressive.
are curious in food and innovators in food, they have such an amazing opportunity ahead of them to bring high quality, ethically sourced or sustainably sourced products to the market. Also because all of the generations don't want to compromise on taste and function anymore. They recognize and they're going to continue to purchase the things that they like. And a lot of stuff is okay on the market, but there's not very many alternative products that are really wow or really delicious. And so as a food scientist, I'm a food scientist. It's really
Are you?
motivating.
I got a degree in
Yeah,
chemical engineering. Wow, you're a
amazing.
scientist.
Yeah,
Good
a
for
food
you.
scientist. Yeah.
I never did my chemical engineering in my life. It made my parents very happy though after I got a
Of course.
graduation. Yeah, give them the
Yeah.
title and that's it.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, so to be it creates a lot of opportunities. So for someone who really loves food and wants to create better food for humans, but better for the environment and better tasting, there's still so much opportunity out there. And that's what's really motivating to be in this industry and an entrepreneur too. If you have an idea for a better food product, and again, better in multi ways, find a food scientist to help you because there's people who really want to help you to develop that vision as well.
Okay, let's break the myth about energy, right? Because uh, people talk energy bars, so people want what it comes is well, okay, I'm gonna eat this, I'm gonna give me more energy, but actually, what the bar, you're a scientist, right?
Mhm.
So, what the bar really actually have to contain to provide that energy? I am almost sure that sugar is not one of the elements.
Sugar is one of the answers.
Is
I'm
it?
going to be very controversial there, but
Okay,
it's
wow, very
sugar.
good. So good to
Yeah.
know.
So
So what
your
type of
body,
sugar?
yeah.
Yeah,
So
as you
your
can see
body,
clearly, I don't have any clue what I'm talking about.
all
So
good.
tell us what
Yeah.
is actually will give you energy? We want energy, but we want to sustain energy. We don't want to have a
Yeah.
hype and then be tired again because
Perfect.
so
That's a good distinction, what you
let's
just
hear
said
from the
there.
scientist.
So
Tell
I'm
us.
a food and nutrition scientist. You're
Oh
hearing it
my,
here
there you go
firsthand.
from the
Your
let me take
body,
notes.
so yeah, your brain and your muscles, they use glucose as their most preferred source of energy. Now, the trick for sustained energy, what you're asking about, Harry, is
My question.
not too much, but not too little. So having the right amount based on what the energy that you're looking to expend. So if you're looking just to get through the afternoon, you don't need an excess of sugar or an excess of energy, but your body does prefer, and it's the most efficient way to use the energy is to have glucose, which comes from sugar, which comes from natural sugars. It can come from honey, it can come from maple syrup, it can come from sugar itself. But
So
what
the
you
source
all
of that glucose, if it's processed or not, this is when the
yeah.
problem comes, right?
So having too much glucose in your system is the problem. And that's what we tend to do. So it's important for you as you go through your day to really be mindful of the amount of glucose that you're having and not going overboard on that. But the other thing that you can do to help yourself is choosing an energy bar or a snack that it has all the macronutrients in there. So it's not just sugar, but it's balanced also in fat and proteins because the fats and the proteins help you to slow the release of the glucose into your bloodstream. So having just an abundance of sugar, like you said, you're going to spike and then you're going to crash after the fact. But for instance, chocolate, which has fat and sugar in it, the fat slows the release of the sugar, then therefore the energy, and it allows your body to digest it in a more sustainable and easygoing way.
Mm-hmm. So, Christine, one more question. So tell us about seven summit snacks. So we're talking about, so do you have seven different snacks on the one brand? That's correct?
That's what we aim to do. So over
Oh,
time, as
you're
we grow as a
aiming.
business, yeah. So right
Wow.
now we
So you're
have
developing the
five.
product?
Yeah, we continue. We're
Wow.
just a baby company still. So as we grow and develop, we aim to have seven different products over seven different flavors. And right now we have two products and five flavors. So, and we name
Wow.
each, yeah, so we name each of our flavors after one of the seven summits. So we have an Everest bar, we have a Denali bar, we have a Vincent bar, for instance, and we use the flavors from that region to flavor the bars. So Everest, of course, has Himalayan salt and goji berries coming from that region.
Okay, okay, okay. Oh, and then okay, here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
And those bars, so you already produced them, and you have sold any or not yet?
Oh yeah, lots. Yeah. We've been around
You selling
for
them?
We've been around for 5 years now as a company.
Wow.
Mostly just in Canada, but also into the United States, and hopefully we'll be coming to the UK in the next 2 years.
Oh, to UK. Like, okay. Yeah, that one is tough, but you will be fine. You'll be fine. I think US is easy, yeah. There are more people closer to you.
More people, but more competition.
Uh, yeah, yeah, you can. Yeah. Okay, so then let's explore this. Like for example, from your two in terms of cost, right? Because sometimes
Mhm.
with the early stage entrepreneur, right? The out of those bars that you have, that which you have all the flavors, are they selling all equally, or there are two or three that they are more preferable for the
Of
audience?
course. Yeah, there's
Yeah,
two that we have that are
that they were
clearly above.
winners.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
May we be, because in terms of scalability, Kristyn, maybe produce more of these two and sell these two in a large scale because they're a winner for sure. You know that maybe the whole range of flavor. Okay, do it for one event or do it for like a present, like trying to do like a gift, the gift
Yeah.
market, something like that.
Yeah.
Where okay, so the lovers of these two brands one day can experience the whole bunch, right?
Yes.
But I do if you have the winners already, the market are telling you which one are the winners.
Hmm. You
This is a
focus more
good.
effort on those.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. This is what they're telling you, right? And
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't know. I know the thing just because I'm old. So the when I the when I started my first business, I remember that I was renting the room. I was showing the room to a person and said, "Look, do you like it?" I said, "No. Why no?" So, well, it needs painting. Clearly needs painting. Okay. So the guy left and I went there and I paint the whole room. I paint myself. It was so then I go there, I bring the girl. I said, "Look, do you like it?" The girl said, "No." I said, "Wait, why?" He said, "No, it's too cold. It's clean painted, but it's too London is cold and no, no,
Mhm.
no, I don't like it." And then she left. Then I went to IKEA. I'm thinking she wants hot. I give her hot. I put this duvet from IKEA,
Mhm.
in that red, pink, and and orange. And then I put
Mhm.
that duvet cover in that, and I buy the painting from IKEA, and I put a base of flower. And after that, I bring the next day. I said, "Look, do you like the room?" And she said, "Yes, I'll take it." Oh, wow, that was amazing. After that, the 5 million came. So the whole point is that we have to listen
Yeah.
carefully
Yeah.
what they tell us what they want, and it's good experimenting, yeah, because I'm very
Mhm.
creative, yeah. And in one point of my company, I remember that I'm a creator. My Lily, my partner, she's a creator, and then
Mhm.
the team we start to hire creators,
Too
and
many creators.
oh yeah, the company arrived at a point that the company was full of ideas. Nobody was doing anything. I'm
Yeah.
thinking, what we need doers in this company
Yeah.
because it's flooded of ideas and nobody does anything. Of course, because we're creators, we
Yeah.
like creators. So okay, let's bring creators. So it
Mhm.
was a lot of creativity and nothing gets done
Yeah.
in the office. So that
Totally.
was funny.
Yeah.
Um, so when moving forward, yeah, trying to approach the market internationally, which is an extra challenge.
Mhm.
Uh, what do you think that is your plan? Can you share it with us?
Yeah. So
Tell us.
before we do anything, we like to do market research because you want to know that there's going to be an appetite for your product, and that people are going to want to buy it. You need to know that there's a subset of consumers there for you. So we do market research to start. So we go to a trade show, for instance, and we take the investment of doing that so that we can talk to the people at the trade show. They can try our
100%.
and they can listen to our idea. So when you consider it, a trade show might be an $5,000 expense, but I've gone there, I've
Absolutely, they're
spoken to
amazing.
people, and then after that, I already have a customer list. And so through that, then I can do targeted, I can bring them on the journey and
In the
immerse
trade show, you can find a wholesaler, so you can sell the
them.
wholesale.
Yeah,
The trade shows are amazing for your business.
yeah, yeah. And
Yeah,
so that's our plan. That's how we started in the US. We did a trade show in the UK
very
last or
good.
at the beginning of this year. So we do understand there's going to be market fit there. And uh
Amazing.
yeah,
You
and
already
then
got the
once
feedback from UK
yeah, we do.
and you're gonna have
Mhm.
market fit. Oh, good news.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Yeah,
So
in
then
UK
it's
there
just
is a need of good products. Yeah,
yeah.
on that space.
Yeah.
So the
So
uh yeah, what is amazing about the trade shows is like sometimes people say, no, trade shows, I'm not going anymore because I'm investing 5,000 and then I sold 5,000. And
mhm,
what's the point? I'm not doing anymore. And so they're missing something key in that equation. Number one, you do have the feedback
mhm.
for the buyer, for the client list. Number two, when they purchase again is when
Yes.
you make your money.
Yes,
So you focus in
exactly.
the pro is good. So
Yes.
it's appear to you that you're breaking even on the front.
Yeah.
And then your competitors are gonna give up. They say, no, I'm not gonna do this for break even. I'm gonna do something else. And if
Yeah.
you consistently going to
Yeah.
those trade shows, and that would be with a little bit of patience because
Mhm.
your market is extremely competitive.
Yeah.
But with a little bit of consistency, you're gonna get there, and then you will pick your good trade shows. Yeah, you
Yes.
pick the
Exactly.
UK, you go to a
Yes.
Germany. Well, Germany didn't work that well. Okay, that's fine. Let's
Yeah.
go to France. Let's see if it was well.
Yeah.
Let's go to this. Let's go to that. So eventually, you will find your trade shows that actually work
Hmm.
better in terms of price, in terms of thing
Precisely.
for your brand. And so when if people want to buy them online, how
Hmm.
this process work,
Yeah.
how they can they buy wholesale
Yeah.
online, only retail wholesale?
Uh, no, they can reach out and I can talk to them about wholesale.
Very
So
good.
also, so fair.com as a wholesale platform does stock, like we are listed there, but it's best if you want to wholesale with me to reach out directly through our email on our website. And then our website, you can buy, it's direct to consumer. So if you want your own personal stash, then that's how you would go ahead and order it that way. And we
Mm.
ship, yeah, we do ship to Europe as well as to the United States from Canada and across
Wow.
Canada, of course.
And do you have a subscription model?
We
Like
do,
people
yeah.
get, oh
We
wow,
do.
people get the
So
bars. Oh wow, that's
they can do
amazing. Those
a 1 month
subscriptions.
or 3 month. Yeah, exactly. So we
Really?
want to
Oh
make sure people
wow.
don't run out of chocolate.
Yeah. Now become a tech business.
Yes,
And
right?
now it's
That's
completely different ball game because tech business are good. Yeah.
hmm. Yeah.
I interview already 500 millionaires and 1 out of 5 are tech millionaires, which
Yeah.
illustrates that if you can incorporate to your product
Mhm.
a little bit of AI, a little bit of subscription models, now it become extremely attractive for
Mhm.
investors, and there are a lot of investors in tech in the food space that can
Yes.
support you what you're doing, right? They
Yes.
they need to see they love subscription models because that cash flow, they're a big fan of these, right? So in terms of the subscription, okay,
Hmm.
the challenge direct to consumer is the cost of acquisition is usually really high. Um, what have been your biggest challenge acquiring your clients for the online direct to consumer space, and how you overcome that challenge or want to overcome that challenge?
Yeah, I think for a lot of people still, spending like over $100 on chocolate is they're not comfortable with it. So giving them an option that helps our cart as well as the click through on the page is important.
Mm-hmm.
And we try to keep them engaged or entice them by having a sale of the month effectively. And so someone, maybe we have one flavor on sale and it's their favorite flavor, or they've never tried that one before, and it allows them to, at a lower barrier, to pick that. Or some
Oh,
months
but
they might,
amazing.
yeah. So really like changing the mix of things that are on offer, to allow people to spend more time and add more to their cart, and so that they do check
How
out.
about the social media? You do something funny, maybe this TikTok or the
Yeah,
Instagram
yeah. Yep.
could be good for that. They are demonstrable
Yes.
products, right?
Yeah, exactly. And
You
so
can play a little bit with this.
yeah, we feature, we have we use Instagram as our main platform, because most of our customers, I'm going to say, are millennials, and that's the main platform for that.
Oh,
We do a little
wow.
bit of TikTok, a little bit on Facebook because of that, just to supplement the ends. But yeah, people like to see the business stories. They like to see the challenges that we're overcoming. They like to see other users using our product. So if someone tags us while they're eating our bars, while they're hiking or they're running, then we make sure that we feature them on our page so
Ah,
that
amazing.
we
That's a
build a
great idea.
community.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah. And yeah, we build the community around the pro. That's amazing because that community will support. So it's good to yeah, chocolate lovers. They eat a lot of
Yeah,
chocolate. Yeah,
we
including
do.
me. So we have to make sure that it's the
Yeah,
best quality and
exactly.
as healthy as can because it's is I'm taking it just because I like it, yeah, but
Yes.
mainly because it's food for the good for the body in
Yeah,
terms of antioxidants and
sure
I
is.
hear sugars and
Mhm.
the fat also. You have a good. The fat's not that bad.
Good fats in there.
It's good fats.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
fats.
Well, you're the
Mhm.
scientist. Look at me. So
Yeah.
you know more than me. You know 100. So a lot of people talk to me. So I've been advised to take it. So I'm taking it. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, I
So
love to hear
so the next question is the following. In terms of scalability or in terms of your consumer, um, do you so is Seven Summit Snacks is the whole brand?
whole brand. Yeah, the whole
Okay,
brand.
and what the brand stands for? Can you share a little bit more with me?
Yeah, the brand is aspirational. It's like a metaphor for you going after those big goals in life. And we want to be on that adventure with you. So
Ah, wow.
we come from the spirit of adventure. We are people who like to be active and outdoors, and we're goal setters and goal getters. And so we want to be on that journey with you, and Seven Summit Snacks on that journey will help you get to your destination. And that's what we stand for.
That's very good. Okay, so if someone is in love with this conversation and love chocolate, how people can find you again and how this process work. And if someone is inspired, maybe they're in corporate, they want to transition to become an
Yeah.
entrepreneur, maybe they want to talk to you. So how people can find you, how this process works.
Yeah, absolutely. If someone wants to connect with me directly, you can do that through LinkedIn. And so my name is Kristyn Carriere. That's Kristyn with a Y. I'm sure Harry will have that and the tag there.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
also follow our brand. Again, Instagram is our most active social platform. And so the number 7 Summits Snacks on Instagram, and our website is the same, the number 7 Summits Snacks. And you find us that way, and we're very happy to connect with you and share our story and share our chocolate, of course.
Thank you so much, Christine, for being in the broadcast. I really appreciate it. I love to see young entrepreneurs with innovative products doing good and making money at the same time. You are from your own generation, yeah, and
Yeah.
we're very proud of these entrepreneurs, and we encourage you to keep going, yeah. Remember, from a creative person, yeah. We love creativity, but
Yeah.
let's focus on what they want first. Yeah, after they sell in large quantities, you can create 200 if you want.
Exactly.
For the moment, let's keep it tight because, as you know, it's very aggressive out there
Yeah.
in this industry. But I do believe that you have a chance. You're very charismatic. You love your product. You really know about what you're talking about, which is very important. Okay.
Thank you.
And then you are behind your product and you know how good can do for people. And I think we need a big education environment, and unfortunately, it's us entrepreneur the first one that have to start the education. It should be the government, right? Everybody
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
they should be supporting you, not me.
Mhm.
They should be supporting you,
Mhm.
and because it's in their own interest that everybody stay healthy. They save more money in
Yeah.
healthcare. You see, it's
Mhm.
even financially viable for them, but no, it's us from the from the ground that have to lift things up. Entrepreneur, this is our role in society. So keep innovating, keep learning, keep finding partners. Definitely, if I know someone, I know other people. So if I know someone that can open a door for you, I'm
Please.
happy
Yeah.
to help you out.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
and definitely in London, when you are around, I will go
Mhm.
and visit you. Yeah,
Amazing. Sounds
and
good.
your trade shows. Yeah.
Yes.
To
Perfect.
see, yeah, we'd love to see you there with your product and take some pictures. Okay.
Wonderful.
So excellent, Kristyn. Thank you so much. And for all of you following the broadcast, see you in our next episode. How brave entrepreneur like Kristyn break that wall and creating businesses that make the world a better place. Bye for now.
Follow us for more interviews with world's most influential, audacious entrepreneurs that overcame challenges and adversity, providing you with the blueprint of how they sold their first million so you can grow your business exponentially.